They are anything but ordinary pictures. Many consider them some of the best street photographs ever taken. And a newly released documentary relates the story of the mysterious woman who took them. Her name was Vivian Maier. I first reported this story in 2011 when the photos were displayed for the first time 2 years after her death.
Even in her own self-portraits, Vivian Maier was an elusive figure, lurking in a mirror or a shadow. Maier worked as a nanny and housekeeper in Chicago. But on her own time, a Rolleiflex strapped to her neck, she roamed the streets, indulging her secret talent, taking pictures. Remarkable pictures.
This woman was not an amateur.
No, I don't think she ever made a penny from the photographs, but she certainly was no amateur.
Howard Greenberg is a leading photography dealer. His New York gallery hosted the first major exhibition of Maier's pictures.
She never showed them to anyone. Nobody knew she was making these photographs. She did them by herself, for reasons we can only guess at.
And we might never have seen them if not for John Maloof.
The box I bought was the biggest box they had of negatives, and it was loaded to the top.
7 years ago, Maloof, a real estate agent, picked them up at a Chicago auction house.
Rolls and rolls of undeveloped film. Her storage locker had delinquent payments. So what they do is they auction the stuff off.
He bid $400, hoping to find some shots of the city for a book he was writing. But what he discovered in the box took his breath away.
You can see Maier on here.
Maloof traced Maier from the name on a film envelope to a 2009 obituary in the Chicago papers. Maier had only just died at age 83, but a picture of the Chicago nanny began to develop. In the years since, Maier's photos have been shown around the world. And now, in a new documentary released Friday called Finding Vivian Maier, Maloof examines the woman who hid much more than just her photographs.
One of the first things she asked me for was please to put in a lock.
She said, "Don't ever open this door."
They didn't know there was this creative person there.
There's a slightly Mary Poppins quality to her.
There is. Now that you mention it, everything but the umbrella.
Phil Donahue hired Maier in the late 1970s to care for his 4 sons. She snapped this photo during her job interview.
I saw her once taking a picture of the inside of a trash can. And I thought, well, you know, they laughed at Jackson Pollock. You know, how do I know?
You see this little girl up here eating some candy.
Yeah. Maloof is still archiving Maier's more than 100,000 negatives.
I'm uncovering an artist. If I'm leaving this giant boulder unturned, it would be a mistake.
Saved from obscurity, the work of an unknown street photographer is now out of the shadows and into the theaters.
What's interesting about her photography, I mean, in looking at those negatives, almost every shot she took was a great shot. It's not like she took hundreds of negatives, only one was good. It was amazing. I was there when John was actually going through them, and it was like every one he would bring out, you're like, this is another great shot.
It's amazing to see how she used light.
Yeah, she had a spectacular eye and an amazing ability to get close to people on the street.
What a fascinating lady. Yeah.